For decades, 55-plus communities were painted as the ultimate retirement dream. Vibrant, active, perfectly manicured, and blissfully free of screaming children. Real estate developers, quick to spot a booming demographic, pun intended, created these dense neighborhoods, often featuring single-level homes packed with amenities like golf courses, sparkling pools, and bustling clubhouses. Think iconic names like Sun City, Arizona, or Florida as sprawling villages. Paradises specifically designed for active older adults ready to embrace their golden years. However, like all real estate trends, the tide is beginning to turn. A growing number of baby boomers, those born between 1946 and 1964, are quietly, yet decisively, making their exit from these once popular havens. This isn't merely a fleeting shift in preference. It's being driven by a handful of significant, undeniable financial realities that are forcing a painful reckoning. If you're a boomer considering a 55-plus community for your retirement, or perhaps you're already living in one and feeling the pinch, understanding these evolving pressures is absolutely crucial. Get ready to dive deep into the 5 compelling money reasons why baby boomers are now choosing to flee 55-plus communities, and what this means for the future of retirement living. 1. Community costs are skyrocketing. The HOA fee headache. While housing costs have undeniably risen across the board, 55 communities seem to have been disproportionately hit, creating a severe financial strain for many residents. The most significant culprit: Homeowners Association HOA fees have surged dramatically in countless communities. We're talking about hundreds, sometimes even thousands of dollars a month, a figure that continues to climb without warning. On top of these rapidly escalating HOA fees, the cost of accessing and maintaining the very amenities that drew residents in, those beautiful golf courses, sparkling pools, and vibrant clubhouses, has also climbed sharply. For a generation largely living on fixed incomes, these sudden and substantial cost increases aren't just inconvenient. They're forcing a painful and often impossible reevaluation of their entire living situation. What once seemed like an affordable, carefree lifestyle can quickly transform into a crushing financial burden, trapping retirees in a spiral of ever-increasing expenses. The dream of a budget-friendly retirement is, for many, dissolving under the weight of these rising community costs. 2. Residents are aging beyond active adult needs. The very premise of 55-plus active adult communities is facing a demographic reality check. The early residents who moved into these communities at age 55, full of vitality and ready for active recreation, are now significantly older, often in their late 70s, 80s, and even beyond. This natural aging process brings with it an undeniable and often unforeseen rise in healthcare costs and, more critically, a shift from desiring active adult amenities to needing genuine care support. While many 55 communities proudly boast proximity to medical offices, this is often no longer enough. Older boomers are increasingly confronting the stark reality of needing more intensive, daily support services like assisted living or skilled nursing care. These facilities and services, which 55 communities are generally not equipped or licensed to provide, represent a completely different tier of expense and necessity. The idyllic dream of aging in place within the same community often hits a hard wall when advanced care needs truly arise, forcing another costly and emotionally draining move. 3. Increasing distance from family. The hidden cost of isolation as boomers age. The desire to be geographically closer to their adult children and grandchildren often grows into a profound longing. The high costs and increasing difficulties of travel, both for boomers and for their busy adult children, make frequent visits challenging, sometimes impossible. This physical distance can lead to feelings of isolation and a lack of immediate support. Living near, or even strategically with, their adult children offers far more than just emotional connection. It provides a crucial and often cost-effective support system. As boomers' health or mobility inevitably declines, having family nearby can mean invaluable informal assistance with daily tasks, essential errands, transportation to appointments, or even personal care. This familial support is significantly less expensive than having to bring in a paid caregiver or full-time home health aide, offering not only immense financial relief, but also invaluable peace of mind for both generations. For many, the social and practical benefits of family proximity now outweigh the perceived perks of a 55 community. 4. Mounting repair and maintenance burdens. The hidden costs of homeownership, regardless of location, comes with ongoing responsibilities and expenses. However, for aging boomers, the sheer physical reality of performing routine maintenance tasks and minor repairs themselves becomes increasingly challenging, often impossible. This means they are forced to pay someone else to do everything, from fixing a leaky faucet, cleaning gutters, or repainting a fence to patching a roof. And these services can be surprisingly costly, quickly eating into a fixed retirement budget. Furthermore, many 55 communities, renowned for their pristine appearance, have strict homeowners association HOA requirements regarding property maintenance, especially landscaping. If residents can no longer physically maintain their lawns or gardens to stringent HOA standards, they are compelled to hire professional landscapers or risk incurring hefty, recurring fines. These unexpected or escalating costs of basic home upkeep can quickly erode a carefully planned retirement budget, turning the dream of homeownership into a financial headache. 5. Challenges with resale demand. Stuck in the slow lane. The immense popularity of 55 communities over the past few decades has, ironically, led to a degree of market saturation in many areas. While the concept of age-restricted living remains sound, the sheer volume of these properties, particularly in certain regions, can make them slower to sell compared to general market homes that appeal to a broader demographic. This slower resale market creates significant anxiety for boomers. Some are now preemptively selling their homes in these communities, while they still have some market leverage. Their goal is to avoid a potential scenario where they must move, perhaps due to a sudden health decline, the need to be closer to family, or simply overwhelming costs, and are then forced to sell at a significant discount because of limited demand or a saturated market. The proactive move allows them to maximize their investment and maintain financial flexibility. Rather than being caught in a desperate selling position later, the evolving landscape of retirement living, while it is highly unlikely that 55-plus communities will disappear entirely, there is a definite and continuing need for independent housing options. For active seniors, the market is certainly evolving in response to these financial pressures and changing needs. The next wave of retirement housing may look distinctly different, potentially more flexible in design, less burdened by spiraling HOA fees, and crucially, more inclusive of the changing and often increasing care needs of an aging population. We may see more intergenerational living solutions, smaller, more accessible housing, or communities designed with integrated care services. Are you a baby boomer who has experienced these financial pressures in a 55-plus community? Or are you currently reconsidering your retirement living options? What factors are most important to you in your ideal retirement home? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below.